The movie begins around 5,000 years ago, a time when even the people of Egypt had not yet started building the pyramids. During this era, there existed a brutal and powerful tribe, ruled by a ruthless warlord named Memnon. Memnon attacked and conquered almost every tribe in the region, bringing them under his control. Only a few tribes remained free, and even they survived by hiding in fear. The remaining tribal leaders no longer wanted to fight Memnon, and the biggest reason behind this fear was his beautiful sorceress, Cassandra. Cassandra possessed powerful magical abilities that allowed her to see the future. She could predict victories and defeats in advance, and Memnon planned all his wars according to her visions. Because of Cassandra, the tribes knew that defeating Memnon was nearly impossible. However, one tribal leader named Pharaoh still wanted to fight Memnon. He summoned 3 fearless and deadly warriors from another tribe. Among them, the most skilled and dangerous warrior was Mathayus. Pharaoh offered them anything they desired in return for one task: to kill Memnon's sorceress, Cassandra. The 3 warriors accepted the mission. Pharaoh's son, however, was completely against his father's decision. Mathayus and his companions begin their journey toward Memnon's territory. After reaching the place where Memnon and Cassandra were staying, they start searching for the sorceress. But before they can find her, Memnon's soldiers suddenly attack them with arrows. Mathayus narrowly escapes, but both of his companions are hit. One of them dies instantly, while the other, who is Mathayus's brother, is badly injured and captured by Memnon's soldiers. Meanwhile, Mathayus manages to reach Cassandra and is about to kill her, but she stops him and says that he has been betrayed. At that moment, Memnon's soldiers arrive and capture Mathayus. Mathayus is brought before Memnon, where Pharaoh's son also appears. He has murdered his own father and allied himself with Memnon. Soon after, Memnon's soldiers bring Mathayus's brother before them still alive. Right in front of Mathayus, Memnon brutally kills his brother. Memnon is about to execute Mathayus as well, but Cassandra stops him. Cassandra warns Memnon that if Mathayus or any of his men kill him, his destruction is guaranteed, and everything he has conquered will be lost. She explains that she has seen in her visions that Mathayus is a nobleman chosen by the gods. Because of this, Memnon spares Mathayus's life. Instead of killing him, Memnon orders Mathayus and a thief to be buried alive up to their shoulders in the sand as punishment. Soldiers then release poisonous flesh-eating ants into the pit creatures so deadly that they can reduce a human to bones within minutes. Fortunately, the thief manages to free himself and helps Mathayus escape as well, saving his life. Now driven by rage and revenge, Mathayus sets out to kill Memnon and Cassandra to avenge his brother and fallen companion. On the other side, Memnon tells Cassandra that he plans to conquer the remaining tribes. Cassandra opposes this idea and says that violence and bloodshed never benefit anyone. Memnon replies that he wants to rule the entire world, and after conquering everything, he will marry her. Cassandra tells him that if she ever enters a relationship, she will lose her powers forever. Memnon responds that once he controls the world, he will no longer need her powers. Meanwhile, Mathayus and the thief enter Memnon's city. A young boy steals Mathayus's bag containing precious gemstones. Mathayus catches the boy and gives him 1 gemstone in exchange for guiding him into Memnon's palace. The boy agrees. Inside the palace, they meet an old man making gunpowder. He is actually a scientist who invents weapons for Memnon, though he secretly hates him due to poor treatment. Mathayus threatens the old man with his sword and asks where Memnon is. The old man tells him that Memnon is currently practicing sword fighting. The boy leads Mathayus to the training area. Before climbing up, Mathayus gives the boy another precious gemstone. As Mathayus prepares to assassinate Memnon, soldiers capture the boy with the gemstone, suspecting him of theft. According to Egyptian law, the punishment for theft is cutting off the hand. Memnon orders his soldier to do exactly that. Forced to act, Mathayus abandons his shot at Memnon and kills the soldier to save the boy. This exposes his presence. Soldiers fire arrows at him, but Mathayus escapes and runs into a room where Cassandra is bathing. He kidnaps her and escapes the palace, knowing Memnon will follow to rescue her. Mathayus plans to kill Memnon when he comes for Cassandra, and then kill the sorceress as well. He takes Cassandra toward the Valley of the Dead. At night, the 3 rest. Cassandra attempts to escape, but Mathayus catches her. When he asks if she plans to return to Memnon, she replies that she never will because Memnon has kept her imprisoned since childhood. Mathayus asks why she helped him that night. Cassandra explains that she had foreseen that Mathayus would free her from the palace. Mathayus tells her she is free to leave, but warns that the outside world is even more dangerous than he is. Cassandra decides to stay with him, The next day, Mathayus notices that Memnon has sent soldiers after them. Knowing that a massive sandstorm is approaching, Mathayus covers his eyes to protect them from the storm. As the soldiers approach, a huge sandstorm engulfs the desert, blinding Memnon's men. Using the storm to his advantage, Mathayus kills the soldiers one by one, completely annihilating them. But suddenly, Memnon's commander spots a cave nearby. He quickly retreats into the cave along with his remaining soldiers. Mathayus follows them inside. Once inside the cave, Mathayus kills the remaining soldiers one by one. Seeing this, Memnon's commander panics and runs out of the cave to save his life. Mathayus kills him as well, but before dying, the commander shoots an arrow at Mathayus. This arrow was specially given to him by Memnon and was coated with deadly scorpion poison. The poison spreads through Mathayus's body, and he collapses unconscious. That night, Mathayus is on the verge of death. However, Sorceress Cassandra uses her magic to pull the poison out of his body, saving his life. The next morning, when Mathayus wakes up, he finds a bird near the dead soldier. Using the bird, he sends a message to Memnon that all of his soldiers have been killed. Memnon, however, lies to everyone and claims that Mathayus is dead, so that his army's morale does not break before the war. His soldiers keep asking about Cassandra, but Memnon lies again, saying that she is in the palace and unwell, because he does not want the truth to weaken his army's confidence. On the other side, Mathayus, Cassandra, and the thief continue wandering through the desert in search of water. Suddenly, they hear an explosion. They discover that it was caused by the old man who used to make gunpowder for Memnon, and now he has successfully perfected it. The old man had escaped from the palace after Memnon found out that he helped Mathayus. Seeing Cassandra with Mathayus makes him extremely happy. Now all four of them continue their journey together in search of water. Eventually they find a water source, but suddenly a group of soldiers capture them and take them to a hidden tribe where many people are secretly living while hiding from Memnon. The tribal chief comes forward and turns out to already know Mathayus. However, the two dislike each other deeply. The chief wants to kill them all, but the tribe's queen stops him. The chief refuses to listen and orders his men to bring Cassandra to him. Mathayus declares that anyone who comes near Cassandra must fight him first. Enraged, the tribal chief challenges Mathayus, and a fierce fight begins between them. At first, the chief overpowers Mathayus with his strength, but despite this, Mathayus ultimately defeats him. Mathayus then explains that they share the same enemy Memnon, and instead of fighting each other, they should unite against him. The chief asks who will face Memnon's massive army. Mathayus replies, "All of us together." The chief agrees and allows them to stay in the tribe. That night, a little girl visits Cassandra, and Cassandra suddenly receives a terrifying vision. She sees Memnon attacking the tribe, destroying everything, and killing countless innocent people. Disturbed, she rushes to Mathayus and tells him everything. Mathayus assures her that Memnon will die by his hands. Suddenly, Cassandra receives another vision. This time she sees Mathayus being struck by an arrow, badly wounded and dying. When she regains her senses, she warns Mathayus that if he faces Memnon, death is written in his destiny. Mathayus responds, "I will write my own destiny." As the two grow closer, Cassandra's earlier warning comes true by getting close to someone. She loses all her magical powers. That very night, Cassandra secretly takes Mathayus's camel and rides back toward Memnon's palace, unwilling to let innocent people die because of her. The next morning, when Mathayus discovers that Cassandra has returned to the palace, he sets out alone to rescue her, determined not to let her become Memnon's prisoner again. But the tribal chief refuses to let him go alone and declares that they will fight together. Meanwhile, in Memnon's palace, celebrations are underway. His soldiers repeatedly ask about Cassandra because they are marching to war the next day. Memnon has no real answer and lies again, saying she is ill. At that moment, Cassandra arrives and tells Memnon that he will win tomorrow's war and that his enemies will come to him on their own. Memnon becomes suspicious, realizing Cassandra may have lost her powers. He orders her to go to her chamber and kills the soldier who keeps questioning him. He then commands his elite guard to secure the palace. At the same time, Mathayus and the tribe warriors infiltrate the palace. The old man and the thief begin placing gunpowder explosives around the palace entrance. To test Cassandra's powers, Memnon brings 6 pots, 4 contain poisonous snakes, and 2 are empty. He orders Cassandra to place her hand into an empty pot. Cassandra deliberately places her hand into a pot with snakes, pulls one out, and declares, "Your time has come." Before Memnon can kill her, Mathayus arrives, and a brutal fight breaks out between them. Elsewhere, the tribal chief fights Memnon's soldiers and encounters Pharaoh's son, the traitor who murdered his own father and caused Mathayus' brother's death. The tribal chief kills him. During Mathayus and Memnon's battle, a soldier fires an arrow at Mathayus. Cassandra runs to save him, but Mathayus turns while holding her, and the arrow pierces her back exactly the vision Cassandra had foreseen. As a soldier approaches Mathayus with a sword, Cassandra kills him. Severely wounded, Mathayus spots a bow nearby. He pulls the arrow from his back and aims it at Memnon. Memnon is skilled at deflecting arrows, but this shot is too powerful. The arrow pierces Memnon's chest, and he falls from the palace to his death. With Memnon dead, everyone accepts Mathayus as their king. The next morning, the tribes return to their lands. Cassandra tells Mathayus that peace and prosperity will come to the kingdom. Mathayus asks about her supposed loss of powers. Cassandra smiles and reveals that she had lied, her powers still remain. When Mathayus asks how long peace will last, Cassandra replies that nothing lasts forever, and that is the fate of every kingdom. Mathayus responds confidently, "Then, we will write our own destiny." And with this, the story comes to an end.